Hello everyone, I'm Sophie and I'm currently at Kechara Forest Street, Bentong, Malaysia. This is the book that I'll be reading from, Be Greedy, a little guide to creating merits and living fearlessly. This is by my guru, His Eminence the 25th Sam Tuku Rinpoche. This is a picture of him at the back. Okay, I'll be reading from page 44. Take refuge in Lama Tsongkhapa. Before that, I will go to a picture to share with you. There you go. That's Lama Tsongkhapa in the middle. And I'll get to the part in the book why I showed this picture. Take refuge in Lama Tsongkhapa, page 44. Another way to prepare for death is to do Lama Tsongkhapa's Guru Yoga practice. It is very beneficial and you do not need to have initiation nor take any vows to do this practice. Instead, it actually helps you to prepare your mind before you take vows. It is perfect for wild, crazy, monkey-minded people like us who want the world but want to do very little. At the same time, Lama Tsongkhapa's practice is simple yet profound, not dangerous and brings a lot of benefit. Lama Tsongkhapa's practice is not something new, nor something that only Tibetans do. The sophisticated, advanced Chinese do the practice too, and it was a very central part of Chinese religion for hundreds of years. Yonghe Gong in Beijing features a very large famous statue of Lama Tsongkhapa. There are many levels to Lama Tsongkhapa's practice, beginning, intermediate, and advanced. But for now, I shall explain a very simple version for you to begin with. First, recite the multiplication mantra, the mantra to bless the rosary, which is the mala, and the refuge prayer. Then, if you can and if it is appropriate, make offerings to Lama Tsongkhapa in bowls, water, precious jewels, pearls, or the sensory offerings, etc. It is good to have sets of bowls in increments of 7 or 8. You should make offerings of the best quality that you can get and afford. And as you make the offerings, pray that you can create the causes to acquire the inner or outer means to benefit others. After you make offerings, offer incense and make 3 prostrations to Lama Tsongkhapa's statue or image. Making prostrations represents the submission of your old mind to Lama Tsongkhapa and the acceptance of your new mind. It is a wonderful practice of humility. Then, begin your prayers. Sit down quietly and recite the Guru Yoga of Lama Tsongkhapa from your heart, followed by the Mitsema mantra, which is Lama Tsongkhapa's mantra. When reciting this mantra, visualize your mother and father, whether they are alive or have passed away, to your left and right respectively. The people you love, your relatives, children, friends, and siblings are standing behind you. Visualize your enemies, the people you do not like or who have hurt you, standing in front of you. This is to bring attention to them in your mind as you think about forgiveness. Lastly, visualize that all beings in hell, in the spirit or preta realms, devas, and animals are in the form of human beings surrounding you and infinite in number. When you recite Mitsema, visualize golden lights emanating out from Lama Tsongkhapa's heart to everyone, touching them, blessing them, and transforming their minds. You can recite the mantra 7 times, 21 times, or as many rounds of your mala as you like. It is up to you. After you recite Mitsema, you can also chant Taras, satraps, or any other Buddha's mantra as you wish. After completing your recitation of Mitsema, Make a dedication towards the achievement of the qualities of the three bodhisattvas embodied within Lama Tsongkhapa's practice. Then recite the dissolution prayer. At the first verse of the dissolution prayer, visualize that Lama Tsongkhapa shrinks to the size of a thumb and dissolves into the top of your head. At the second verse, visualize Lama Tsongkhapa entering your heart through the central channel that runs down the center of your body from the top of your head. You should do this visualization very well because it will help you to take rebirth in Tushita heaven, the pure land of Lama Tsongkhapa. Visualize that Lama Tsongkhapa is light and the size of a grain of rice, very gentle, like a rainbow. Visualize your heart and mind are in the form of a beautiful lotus, clear and clean. As Lama Tsongkhapa descends down from the top of your head into your heart opens up. Lama Tsongkhapa comes down and lands sitting at your heart. Then the lotus closes, and he and your heart, which is your mind, becomes one. Then recite the last verse of the dissolution prayer. O glorious and precious root Guru, pray sit on the lotus moon seat at my heart, caring for me in your great kindness, until I attain supreme awakening. Remain steadfast. It is very powerful to request this because aspirational prayers can become reality. Then visualize that Lama Tsongkhapa sits on a very subtle, light, gentle cloud. The cloud is like a string or a yarn that goes from him to your heart, up through to the core of your head, and all the way up to Tushita heaven. Visualize that the string is everywhere, following you. At the time of death, the minute you are dying, think about that string and think strongly that Lama Tsongkhapa and your mind are one. The string will pull you up and out of your physical body to Tushita heaven. This is called the Powa meditation practice. It is very powerful and profound and can be done without any initiation. After the dissolution prayer, recite the dedication prayers. Then you have finished your prayers for the day. This prayer will take you just 10 minutes. If the Dalai Lama, who is extremely busy, can find the time to do 6 hours of prayers and meditations per day, it should be easy for us to take just 10 minutes out of our busy schedule to do Lama Tsongkhapa's practice. We can check if this practice is worth our time and the benefits of this practice by understanding it. If we do Lama Tsongkhapa's practice every day consistently, I promise you will see results. You will see a difference in your mind. It will become lighter and practices will become easier. It is very good to keep a huge statue of Lama Tsongkhapa in your house, relative to the space you have in your house. Do not just get 1 or 2 statues. Even if you already have a statue yourself, get more and give them away to people. Look for people to give Lama Tsongkhapa to, so they will pray, prostrate, meditate, and make offerings to Lama Tsongkhapa while you sit back and collect merit. If you really love your family, if you really love your husband or wife and children, if you really love your life and you wish for happiness, you should listen to, study, and apply the Dharma. This can start with something as fundamental and basic as going to a Dharma talk with our family or doing prayers together. This is not just something good, but is also very powerful. It is wonderful and meaningful that we can share something beautiful, clean, and pure without any negativity together with the people we love. A miracle, page 49. A miracle is not having a rainbow appear after I give a teaching, or hearing the sounds of bells when we make prayers to Setram. A miracle is when you put your effort towards yourself, towards the Dharma, for your family, for everything you want to accomplish. It is when you apply Dharma principles, achieve the results, and your mind changes. That is a miracle. And with that, I will end the session here. Please join me for my session, the next one, which will be the end of the book. And it will be teaching from Rinpoche regarding, as Rinpoche said, making offerings and prayers. So thank you for sharing your time with me. And I will end this with a completion dedication in Tibetan. Jangjo Senjo Rinpoche, Make Panam Geishi, Ke Panam Pame Payang, Gone Gondo Pewashu, Tony Toa Rinpoche, Make Panam Geishi, Ke Panam Pame Payang, Gone Gondo Pewashu. Daso jini sapage wadi tandandro aguna kampadan jepa jesu losan trapai tamping imporin dusa se sho kewa kuntu yandala madan drami choki pala lonchonchi sadam langi yote razone doji changi ngopanga tuso gewa di yududa lama sangyo droyone drowa chikia malupa de sala gopasho choki ka posongkapa chosu nampa pewala geki samasi wadan tunki malu sangwasho Dadam songi dusundan, drewa songi latini, gewa losan trapai, tampayu riva gyushi. Ni modele sendele, ni migunyandele shi, ni sintato dele pa, koncho sungi jingilo, koncho sungi ngodroso, koncho sungi trasi sho. Jesu lama kusen rapting ching, nom katrini chochu ke padang, losam tempe dromi sab sungi, droe munsa tato ni gyushi. Gang rirawe ko wishing kam dem, pendan dewa malu gyo ene, cheren se wan tensen get soi, shape shide paru deng gyushi. Home dompe ngotro malupa, den den dala sel duso, kodan dempa long shot nam, kepa soshi shuktan sel. Thank you again for joining me, and please do join me for my last session of this book.